Something changed outside at 4. The dark beginning, its particular yielding to whatever the hours before dawn are always building toward the light that hasn't arrived but is coming, the particular gray that precedes the actual morning, the night's particular decay into the almost morning. Almost morning, not quite yet. The particular in between of the 4 a.m. The dark conceding to the gray, the night's particular phlegm of the resistance to the light. Almost morning, not quite yet, and the work's still at the desk. The night and the almost morning, both present, the grotesque beauty of the particular hour. I've seen this particular light more times than I choose to count. The 4 a.m.'s particular gray, the particular amount of the not quite dawn, and the work usually still in progress, and the body knowing the morning is now the particular egress from the night into the day. Almost morning, not quite yet. The particular in between of the 4 a.m. The dark conceding to the gray, the night's particular phlegm of the resistance to the light. Almost morning, not quite yet, and the work's still at the desk. The night and the almost morning, both present, the grotesque beauty of the particular hour. The 4 a.m. gray is its own particular, neither night nor morning yet. The late worker's particular territory, the hours you don't forget once you've seen them working. Almost morning, 4 a.m. gray, the night releasing, the light not yet arrived, the work still here, the worker still here, both waiting for the morning that's coming. A little lonely at midnight, the particular kind that isn't painful, more the particular awareness of the aloneness not ungainful, the productive lonely, the working lonely, the one that has the work for company, the particular only companion of the late night. A little lonely, not badly, it's the late night's particular state, the aloneness, not the aching or the particular wave, the acknowledged solo. A little lonely, not badly, the loneliness, that's the cost of the late night's particular gift, the particular lost and found of the working alone. with this, the working lonely of the late hours, the particular arrangement of the solo and its powers, of the concentrated making without the particular drain of the social energy required by the presence of the obtaining company's particular cost. A little only, not badly, that's the late night's particular state. The alone is not the aching, or the particular weight of the acknowledged solo. A little only, not badly, the loneliness, that's the cost of the late night's particular gift, the particular lost and found of the working alone. Acknowledge the late night loneliness, it's real and it's part of it. The particular cost of the working alone is the particular part of it. Worth paying for the work. A little lonely, not badly. The work for company, the music for the rest, the particular late night arrangement that works well enough for tonight. The night belongs to whoever stays in it. That's the particular late night's rule. The day belongs to everyone, but the night is the particular tool of whoever's awake to use it. The hours past midnight belonging to the late worker's particular claim, the particular longing, satisfied by the staying. Night belonging to the one who stays, the particular ownership of the hours, the day shared with the everyone. The night giving its particular powers to whoever remains. Night belonging to the one who stays, the late night's particular democracy, the hours distributed equally to whoever's particular fee of the staying has been paid. I feel the night belonging more clearly past midnight, the particular sense of the hours as the particular birthright of the state for claim. And the night that belongs to the working is the night that pays the worker in the particular lurking gift of the owned hours. Night belonging to the one who stays, the particular ownership of the hours, the day shared with the everyone. The night giving its particular powers to whoever remains. Night belonging to the one who stays, the late night's particular democracy, the hours distributed equally to whoever's particular fee of the staying has been paid. Claim the night by staying in it, the particular ownership arrives with the particular particular, staying past the easy. The late night belongs to whoever survives the temptation to stop. Night belonging to me tonight, the particular claim of the state for hours, mine by virtue of the staying. A particular satisfaction at 2 a.m. that lives only in the late night stun, the private kind, the unwitnessed, the particular one that belongs to whoever stayed. The work completed in the quiet, the late night's particular reward, the particular riot of the silent satisfaction. Quiet satisfaction, late night done, the particular private feeling of the work completed in the dark, the particular revealing of the done thing to no one. Quiet satisfaction, late night done, the accomplishment witnessed only by the work itself and the worker, the particular lonely victory of the late night. No one will congratulate the stay, and no one will know the hours and the particular satisfaction of the late night's particular powers is self-contained and private, the work its own particular witness, and the satisfaction, the particular fitness of the reward to the effort. Quiet satisfaction, late night done, the particular private feeling of the work completed in the dark, the particular revealing of the done thing to no one. Quiet satisfaction, late night done, the accomplishment witnessed only by the work itself and the worker, the particular lonely victory of the late night. The quiet satisfaction is enough, the private knowledge of the done, the late night's particular reward belongs to whoever it was won by the staying quiet satisfaction. 2 a.m. the work done, nobody watching except the done thing, which is its own particular witness. Enough. The work tonight is for tomorrow's morning, the particular forward kindness of the late night, leaving something for the morning's particular blindness to the friction of the not started, the desk holding the work in progress, the morning inheriting the particular egress from the not begun to the already in. Working for tomorrow morning, the late night's particular gift to the version of me that wakes up, the particular uplift of the already started thing. Working for tomorrow morning, not the sacrifice of the tired, more the particular investment of the night and the inspired morning that receives it. Morning me is different from the night me doing this, and the night me knows the morning needs the particular bliss of the easier beginning, the work already in progress, the note left on the desk, the particular egress from the blank page already taken. Working for tomorrow morning, the late night's particular gift to the version of me that wakes up, the particular uplift of the already started thing. Working for tomorrow morning, not the sacrifice of the tired, more the particular investment of the night and the inspired morning that receives it. Leave something good for morning you, the late night's particular generosity, the work in progress on the desk is the morning's particular hospitality received from the night before. Working for morning me, the gift being prepared, the desk holding it until the morning arrives to receive it, the late night being kind to the morning after. Playlist running at midnight, the only other presence in the room, the music doing what the colleague would do in the particular gloom of the late nights working solo, the sound filling the empty chair of whoever might have been here but isn't the particular care. The music takes of the alone, music as the midnight colleague, the particular company of the sound, the late night's only other presence, the playlist going round and round in the working room. Music as the midnight colleague, not the colleague who talks back, more the one whose particular gift is to stay in the track, running for whoever needs it. I've worked with actual colleagues in the late night's particular hour and found the music more reliable, the particular power of the sound that never leaves, never checks its phone or wants to stop, never brings the conversation to the working's particular top, speed and slows it with the talking. Music as the midnight colleague, the particular company of the sound, the late night solely the presence, the playlist going round and round in the working room. Music as the midnight colleague, not the colleague who talks back, more the one whose particular gift is the stay in the track, running for whoever needs it. The music is the best colleague for the late night's particular work. It stays when you need the staying. It never brings the particular quirk of the human interruption. Music still running, midnight colleague still present, still playing the best kind of company for the particular late night solo work. The building asleep around me, the floors above and below, the particular silence of the sleeping building's particular low, hum of the infrastructure and nothing else, no footsteps, no doors, no particular voices, the building's particular rest steps into the complete quiet. Building asleep, I'm working, particular inversion of the usual, the majority at rest, the particular unusual position of the awake one. Building sleep, I'm working, the particular company of the sleeping, building around the working, the particular keeping of the vigil for the work. There's a responsibility that comes with being the building's awake one, the particular custodian of the hours, the particular done with the sleeping that the others have done on my behalf tonight. And I use the hours they've given me by the sleeping to the light of the working that requires them. Building the sleep, I'm working, the particular inversion of the usual, the majority at rest, the particular unusual position of the awake one. Building the sleep, I'm working, the particular company of the sleeping, building around the working, the particular keeping of the vigil for the work. Be the building's awake one sometimes when the work requires the night. The sleeping building around you is its own particular right kind of company for the working. Building, sleeping, me working, the particular inversion of the usual, the hours given by the sleeping, used by the working, both necessary, both here. To match the pace of tonight, no meeting's particular demand on the speed of the working, deadline's particular hand, pressing on a particular hour, just the work and just the pace that the work itself suggests, the particular grace of the self-directed late night home pace, late night work in the particular freedom of the solo, the speed decided by the work, not the meeting's particular polo, of the urgent and the immediate home pace, late night work in the late night's particular gift of the self-directed hour, the particular lift of the work at its own speed. The daytime has its pace imposed by the structure of this shared day, the meetings and the messages, the particular way the calendar dictates the speed, and the late night removes it, the pace returning to the work, the pace that serves the proof it needs of the focus doing home pace, late night work in the particular freedom of the solo, the speed decided by the work, not the meeting's particular polo, of the urgent and the immediate home pace, late night work in the late night's particular gift of the self-directed hour, the particular lift of the work at its own speed, work at the pace the work requires in the late night's particular freedom, the pace imposed by the structure is not always the pace that needs them to be met with the best work. Home pace, late night, the work deciding its speed, not the calendar, not the meeting, just the work and the pace it needs to be done well. Tonight, screen the only light in the room at 11:45. The particular blue of the late night, the particular alive of the screen in the dark apartment, the work illuminated by the screen's particular brightness, the room's particular weighted, dark around the working center, screen light in the dark room, the particular late night illumination, just the work and just the blue, the screen's particular station as the only light source, screen light in the dark room, the world contracted to the visible, the work and the glow around it, the dark making the possible smaller and the focus larger. I've sat in this particular arrangement more times than I can count. The screen in the dark apartment, required for the working, and the dark required for the focus, and the two together making the late night's particular locus of the productive particular. Screen light in the dark room, the particular late night illumination, just the work and just the blue. The screen's particular station, that is the only light source. Screen light in the dark room, the world contracted to the visible, the work and the glow around it, the dark making the possible smaller and the focus larger. Let the screen be the only light when the work requires the narrow, the dark beyond the screen's circle is the focus particular arrow pointing at the work alone. Screen still bright, room still dark, the work in its particular circle of light, the dark beyond it, waiting patiently for the screen to close. Done before the dawn arrives, the particular satisfaction of the beat, the morning to the finishing, the late night's particular feat of the completed before the light, and the apartment in the dark, still receiving the done thing before the morning's particular mark. On the day begins, done before the morning, the particular victory of the night shift, the work completed in the dark hours, the particular gift of the finished before the light. Done before the morning, the late night earning its particular cost in the particular payment of the done thing not lost to the morning's next demands. There's something about finishing before the morning has arrived, that the finishing after feels different from the particular derived satisfaction of the beaten dawn, the work done in the night's own time before the morning reclaims the hours, the particular rhyme of the late night's particular victory. Done before the morning, the particular victory of the night shift, the work completed in the dark hours, the particular gift of the finished before the light. Done before the morning, the late night earning its particular cost in the particular payment of the done thing not lost to the morning's next demands. Finish before the morning if you can. The particular satisfaction is its own. The late night's particular reward is the work done before the dawn has claimed the hours back, done before the morning, the dark still outside, the work completed, the morning arriving to the finished thing, rather than the still remaining. That's the victory of the particular late night. Done. The last section at 1:30, the particular feeling of the closing, the work contracting to its ending, the particular composing of the final piece of the night's effort, the last push before the bed, the particular proximity of done, and the particular thread of the finishing, pulling me toward it. Last section 1:30, the end visible and close, the tired finding its second purpose in the finishing of the most important remaining piece. Last section 1:30, the night giving its final offer of the energy for the ending, the work's particular coffer of the last particular push. The last section always goes different from the sections in the middle, something about the visible ending, the particular riddle of the motivation returning when the finish line appears, and the late night's final section has its own particular gears of the engaged particular finishing. Last section 1:30, the end visible and close, the tired finding its second purpose in the finishing of the most important remaining piece. Last section 1:30, the night giving its final offer of the energy for the ending, the work's particular coffer of the last particular push. The last section finds its own energy, the end's particular pull, the finishing that the late night earns is the late night's particular full payment for the staying. Last section 1:30, the end close enough to feel, working toward it with everything the night has left, almost there. The silence at 2 in the morning has a different weight than the days. The particular depth of the after midnight, the particular ways. It fills the space differently than the daytime's version of quiet, and the late worker learns to use it. The deep quiet's particular riot of the productive particular. Deep silence, late night working, the particular quality of the 2 a.m. The world contracted to the immediate, the desk and the particular stem of the lamp and the work. Deep silence, late night working, the silence doing what it does for the particular focus, the particular because of the depth of the late night. Some work requires this silence, the particular depth of the after midnight, and the daytime's approximation of the quiet never quite has the particular weight of the genuine late night silence, and the late worker returns for this particular alliance of the deep quiet and the work. Deep silence, late night working, the particular quality of the 2 a.m. The world contracted to the immediate, the desk and the particular stem of the lamp and the work. Deep silence, late night working, the silence doing what it does for the particular focus, the particular because of the depth of the late night. Use the deep silence of the late night for the work that needs its weight. The 2 a.m.'s particular quality is worth the particular weight of the staying until it arrives. 2 a.m. The deep silence, the work and the quiet, both at their particular best this hour, both here, both serve in the late night worker. Turn the clock away from the desk, the particular discipline of the not watching, of the time when the time has its own particular botching, of the concentration, the clock's particular argument for the stopping before the done is particular incumbent presence in the working hour. Clock turned away, working continuing, the time's particular absence from the focused working hour, the particular cadence of the work without the watching. Clock turned away, working continuing, the end arriving when it arrives, not when the clock suggests it, the work that actually thrives in the unwatched hour. The clock makes the hour feel longer when the work work is the difficult kind, and the not watching of the clock gives the working particular mind its freedom from the counting of the minutes still remaining. And the work done in the unwatched hour is the work worth the attaining of the focused particular clock turned away, working continuing the time's particular absence from the focused working hour, the particular cadence of the work without the watching clock turned away, working continuing the end arriving when it arrives, not when the clock suggests it, the work that actually thrives in the unwatched hour. Turn the clock away when working, let the work decide the ending. The time unwatched is the time that serves the work's particular bending toward the done thing. Clock still turned away, work still continuing, the time passing without my particular watching of it, passing faster for the not watching. No one else in the building at this hour, or if they are, they're sleeping. And the particular alone of the late night is its own particular keeping of the company of the self, the version that exists without the audience, the work in self at midnight, the particular obedience to the work without the watching. Alone at midnight working, the particular company of the self, the late night's particular version of the person taken off the shelf of the public presentation. Alone at midnight working, the unperformed particular self, the work done without the watching, the person on no particular shelf, just the work and just the doing. I found that my best work happens in the unobserved hours, the work that no one sees me making, the particular powers of the privacy of the working. And the late night gives this completely, the alone that serves the making, the particular neatly delivered gift of the unobserved hour. Alone at midnight working, the particular company of the self, the late night's particular version of the person taken off the shelf of the public presentation. Alone at midnight working, the unperformed particular self, the work done without the watching, the person on no particular shelf, just the work and just the doing. The unobserved late night work is often the truest work you'll make. The audience free particular making is what the late night gives for the staying sake. Alone at midnight truest work happening. Nobody watching except the work itself, which is the only audience that matters tonight. Third coffee of the working night, the particular late night ceremony of the making of the warm thing, the kitchen's particular harmony with the working that requires the continued particular fuel of the caffeine and the ritual, the particular of the late night's particular sustenance. Coffee at midnight, still working. Particular late night's brew. The kitchen giving back the warmth, the work receiving what it's due of the particular attention. Coffee at midnight, still working. The smell filling the working room, the particular comfort of the made thing in the particular gloom of the late night's focused hours. The midnight coffee is different from the morning's first particular cup. Different purpose, different meaning. The morning's getting up, the midnights keep going, and both deserve their particular making of the careful kind, the slow and the particular taking of the time for the right cup. Coffee at midnight, still working. The particular late night's brew, the kitchen giving back the warmth, the work receiving what it's due of the particular attention. Coffee at midnight, still working. The smell filling the working room, the particular comfort of the made thing in the particular gloom of the late night's focused hours. Make the midnight coffee carefully. The late night deserves the particular cup. The warmth that the night shift earns is the warmth of the kept going up through the particular hours. Coffee made, midnight past, the smell in the room, the work continuing, the warmth doing what warmth does for the late night worker. Something shifted at 11. The tiredness giving way to something that the late night sometimes produces after the particular numbing of the earlier hours tired. A second wind of sorts, the particular late night clarity that the late hour courts from whoever stays long enough. Second clarity, late night, the particular gift of the stayed for hour, the tiredness passing through into the particular power of the late nights better thinking. Second clarity, late night. Not everyone gets this particular. The ones who stayed for it. The late night's very particular. Reward for the staying. I can't predict when it arrives. The late night's particular clearing of the tired into the focus. The particular hearing of the work more clearly. And when it comes I use it, the clarity that the late night gives to whoever doesn't lose it, to the sleep before it arrives. Second clarity, late night. The particular gift of the stayed 4 hour. The tiredness passing through into the particular power of the late night's better thinking. Second clarity, late night. Not everyone gets this particular. The ones who stayed for it. The late night's very particular. Reward for the staying. Wait for the late night clarity. If the work requires it. The tiredness has a second side. The focus that's just behind it. For whoever stays. Clarity arrived. The work clearer now than it was at 9. The late night having delivered what it promised to the ones who stayed. Turn the overhead off at 10. Left just the desk lamp for the working. The particular narrowing of the light to the particular lurking. Circle of the lamp's reach, and the room beyond it going dark. The work illuminated the rest of the room in the particular mark of the late night's dim particular. Lamp only room in dark. The particular late night illumination. Just the circle of the desk light. The work receiving the concentration of the narrowed light. Lamp only room in dark. The particular focusing of the visible on the work and only the work. The lamp making the possible smaller and more achievable. The overhead creates a different room from the lamp's particular circle. And the work done in the lamplight has a different particular hurdle of the visible made small, the task contained by the light's reach, and the surrounding dark, the particular speech of the lamp to the working self. Lamp only room in dark. The particular late night illumination. Just the circle of the desk light. The work receiving the concentration of the narrowed light. Lamp only room in dark. The particular focusing of the visible on the work and only the work. The lamp making the possible smaller and more achievable. turn the overhead off at 10. When the work requires the focus, the lamp makes the work, the world, the dark beyond its particular locus. Is the rest that can wait. Lamp on, overhead off, the work in its circle of light, the dark beyond it, waiting, patient until the work is done. The street below completely quiet at 11:30 on a weeknight. The particular emptied urban silence of the after midnight that only the late worker knows. The city at its most reduced, the usual noise contracted, the quiet suddenly produced by the absence of the usual. Street quiet below the window, the city in its late night reduction, the noise contracted to the minimum, the particular seduction of the late night urban silence. Street quiet below the window, and I'm the one still at the desk, the one awake when the city has given itself the rest that I haven't taken yet. There's a particular quality to this city at this particular hour that the daytime never shows. The particular power of the stripped back urban quiet, and the late worker gets it by virtue of the stay in the city's particular credit to whoever's still awake. Street quiet below the window, the city in its late night reduction, the noise contracted to the minimum, the particular seduction of the late night urban silence. Street quiet below the window, and I'm the one still at the desk, the one awake when the city has given itself the rest that I haven't taken yet. The quiet city belongs to whoever is still awake to receive it. The late night urban silence is worth the staying for, to feel it. Still quiet below, still working above. The city and the worker both in their particular late night version of themselves.